Hello everybody, but especially Pisces, 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 lovely Pisces. Pisces, before we go into the cards reading, let me give you a little overview of Pisces and how they operate, okay? They different than most people because they not going through five senses. They operate on the sixth sense. And we're gonna get to this in a second. So when you have a child that thinks differently and happens to be Pisces, you will know what that really means. Or you have a coworker or your partner, you will know what's going on with them and why maybe you cannot find a full understanding. Pisces is a water sign. It's also the 12th sign of the zodiac. So it is kind of completing from Aries to Pisces. So it's like an old soul because it is. It's also the most spiritual sign of them all. Water sign, when our ruling planets are Neptune and Jupiter. So we're talking the illusion, the glamour, and a deep mystery, okay? The keyword for Pisces is I believe. So you're gonna find out that you're gonna hear many times from them, I have this unwavering faith. And that's good. That's what they're going by. And when they're young, they don't realize many things, like what's intuition. It comes to them easily because they're born with the gift of prophecy and intuition. That's their system. That's the inner guidance system, as I call intuition, called by others. But when they're getting older, they're starting to trust the intuition more and more. And for you Pisces, the more you start to trust your intuition without justification, without explaining, without doing the intellectual research on it, the better off you're gonna be, okay? And it's gonna be happening, especially now, 2014, a spiritual year, definitely your time. Then they most likable because of compassion. They're very compassionate people. They make wonderful friends because of their compassion. They like to help everybody. And in fact, very often they're gonna find themselves having problems in life and relationships because they will choose the wrong companion. They don't look at, what's the best interest I have in that relationship. They will look from being generous, being really loving and altruistic, and the next thing you know, it's a wrong person, it's a wrong partner, and the problems come to play. They very intuitive, they subtle, they are born with gift of prophecy, as I said, and they very, very spiritual people. This is in a nutshell about Pisces. They should trust their intuition and hunches, and everybody else should trust Pisces hunches too, because they right on the money and on everything else for that matter. Very artistic, visionaries. Their imagination is famous. They're very creative. They're very also easily, unfortunately, absorbing everybody else's problems. I call this everybody else's energies. So please, please, everybody born under Pisces sign, make sure you're not around negative people, negative circumstances, okay? Negativity, period. Surround yourself with good music, good, optimistic people. Just do what your soul is singing and wants you to do, okay? Be positive, be optimistic, stay upbeat, and everything else will fall into place, especially in year 2014. I think it's going to be a wonderful year of naturally going inward and finding the answers in 2014. Famous people: Michelangelo, Nicholas Copernicus, Friedrich Chopin, Alexander Graham Bell, Albert Einstein, George Washington, Elizabeth Taylor, those famous, beautiful eyes of Pisces, Pierre Renoir, Nikolai Rimsky-Korsakov, Victor Hugo, Dr. Seuss, Edgar Cayce, Harry Belafonte, George Harrison. That's some of them. Even on a paper. Did you see this paper? Blue, aqua water. You know, that's even, I'm trying to wear something that is very characteristic for Pisces. Okay, now you know how I'm doing after reading, if anybody watched Aquarians. We have 7 decks of cards. 5 Doreen Virtue, 1 Grace cards of Cheryl Richardson. I'm gonna pull from all of this only 5. For you, for your home, what you don't know, what you don't expect, surprise, and the final outcome. Let's do first, for you personally, let's do my favorite, Archangel Michael. Angel of Hope is on. Guardian angel is watching over us, so the reading is proper, and the other angels. And let's see what for you personally Archangel Michael is showing, okay? Then for your home, let's take this one, Risque. It's the Doreen Virtue Romance Angels. I don't know why I chose this one. Very rarely that I go to this deck. But for your home, somehow this came to my mind right away. And strangely enough, Archangel Raphael, the healing. Oh, you see, it's even jumping right off. Okay. What you don't know, but you should know. Mermaids and dolphins doing virtue. Okay. Let's have this card. What you may be surprised with. Okay, Grace cards, all right. Let's do this one. So something that you don't expect, but it may happen. And the final outcome. Let's do the fairies. Messages. What the fairies? I love fairies, by the way. I really do. My son actually played with them when he was very little, and he still remembers. He's 30 years old, so they exist. And that's the final outcome. Okay, as a Pisces, I'm wondering myself, what's the messages? And you see life. For us, personally, Pisces, Archangel Michael says, spend more time outdoors. Which already tells me that was something when I was talking about, interestingly enough, about a year in general. Year number 7 wants us to go inwards and a little to the past, because we obviously need to overcome our karma, our issues, our problems. And number 7 year, it's a perfect time for that, before we move to the abundance year, like a number 8 year. But also, if we don't finish something, that abundance year, 8, is about, again, karma lessons, okay? Comes and goes. What goes around, comes around. So it's absolutely necessary in 2014, year number 7, to overcome karma, to forgive, forget, move on, to say sorry, thank, the gratitude, okay, should be a new attitude, and move on the next year, 2015. Very important. I cannot stress enough because the cards showing more and more that way. And Archangel Michael shows spend time more outdoors, because once you walking alone, especially alone, and you are in the nature, there is no better place than find the answers and find yourself than in the nature, among the trees, flowers, shrubs, open field, like the horse here, opening a field. That's all nature. So this, for Pisces who are so intuitive, creative, that's the ultimate, absolutely goal. Spend more time being in the nature and alone, and figure out who you truly are, what your life purpose is, why you were born, where is your passion, what makes you happy, and what doesn't, and you gotta get rid of. So the new, good, optimistic, loving, and passionate comes to your life, okay? Again, declutter too, on the way, by the way, you have to do that too. Now for your home, which is the romance and healing cards. First, let's start with the romance. Beautiful card. Engagement. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. And let's do right away Raphael, which is a healing archangel. Use your natural healing abilities. Now this is interesting because it shows me that in your home life, either this is you or somebody in your home will get engaged, or will simply get to a higher level of understanding, which means the old problems will be solved. Something is gonna be healed. And guess who is the healer? Who is the biggest healer in the whole variety of zodiac signs? You Pisces. You are natural healers. If you know and you believe in that or not, doesn't matter. You still are, because you're the most spiritual sign. In fact, you were born to heal. Now, you're saying, oh, I'm not like you, Reiki master, because you probably know by now I'm a Reiki master in healing and teaching. Learn more, because this is one of your life purpose. That's why you came. That's why you were born. Okay? You the healers. You don't have to do like Reiki hands-on necessarily, although that would be very helpful for you Pisces, but you may heal your relationship by a sense of humor, by compassion that is so natural for you, by deeper understanding yours and your partner's psyche. You know how to do it. And this year will be the year to do it. Get engaged, get married, or simply in partnerships already, how to get to the deeper level of a commitment in that relationship. Deeper spiritual reasons why you're together. Wonderful. And you Pisces, looks like you're gonna be the key. Not your partner, unless he's Pisces too. But because you are the natural healer, you the key in a relationship, any relationship, in year 2014. Wonderful. That's a really great news. What you don't know, but you should know, is synchronicity. Your prayers and questions are being answered by synchronistic events. Notice them in order to increase their flow. So what that means, what you don't know. Suddenly, synchronicities. The coincidences will start to happen everywhere, and you're probably noticing them already. If you're not, you will, okay? It's no such a thing as a coincidence, okay? This is divinely set up event or events, and we're gonna start seeing them. Oh, I didn't see that person in 25 years, and suddenly he or she is so helpful to me. Oh, that's gonna be because it was already predestined. And this year, 2014, it's gonna be full of that, which is the best thing you can ask for. Because the divine, the universe, God is working with us, okay? Our angels and archangels will be helping us to be in the right place, meet the right people, and do the right thing. You cannot ask for more than that, Pisces. You just can't. What is the surprise in 2014? Synchronicities. Why this word is so challenging to me? What you don't expect? A gift. Wow. Grace is a gift from God. We don't need to work hard to earn it, feel worthy enough to deserve it, or surrender our needs to receive it. The gift of grace is our birthright, which means, again, we will experience the most precious gift of grace. How can you ask for more than that? All these cards, the angels trying to show it's going to be a wonderful year. Once you start to look inside, you're going to find more blessings and more divine magic than you right now even can imagine. So, only wonderful things. And then, the final outcome of this year, the fairies of Doreen Virtue from her cards. Ask for what you want, and the universe will deliver to you. Let the universe and other people know what you need. Ask for what you want. Let me tell you something. I'm Pisces, thank God, because the year sounds like a magic. This card means that don't try to hide who you are. Don't try to pretend you are someone who you're not. Come out of the closet, just like I did. The closet of my spirituality. I've been always a very spiritual person, but I wouldn't do it because I was afraid of being judged. I was fearful of people's opinions. And you know what? I said, never mind. I have to do it before even I ever seen these cards. I have to do it because that's who I am and who I always was. And I'm not afraid anymore of people's judgment because it doesn't matter what anybody thinks. What does matter for us Pisces is to be honest, just like everybody else, of who we are and what we're here for. And we are for healing, that's for sure, for being spiritual, for trusting our intuition, and listen to our intuition is telling us, because that's our life purpose. That's why we were born. That's what we're here for on this earth at this time. So please open up. And if you need something, ask for it, get more opinions, and say who you are, and ask for what you need, because obviously this year you're gonna receive it, and be prepared for it, because all this magic, all these coincidences, all the grace, all the love is on our side, the universal, God's love. And I love you too, guys. Happy birthday, Pisces, that you, when you are born, somewhere around January 22, February 1920 to March 2021, on different time zones, like I'm Hawaiian Pacific time is different than anything else. Have a wonderful 2014. I know already it's gonna be magic. And I'm with you, I'm one of you. Love you. And the warmest aloha, meaning love, from Maui, Hawaii. See you next time.